Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak, where last episode, after having a chat with the two dancers, we finished off our sweep of Tharbad's cultural district with a job, bizarre burglar, tracking down a young thief stealing to survive and deciding to give her a second chance at life without official interference, with our client becoming her guardian. We now start to explore the entertainment district. This looks like the entertainment district. It's still pretty new. I think it opened only a decade or so ago. It certainly is bustling. For real, last time I was here there weren't this many people. Ain't just Calvardian tourists either. Lots of folks coming in from the Central East by the look of it. This festival's shaping up to be even bigger than Mezzaldam's, especially with that parade they're putting on. Yeah, I'm excited. Look, I've got nothing against a good festival or parade, but if you ask me, the real excitement's in that casino. We're not going gambling, punk. Not like we've got that much time to kill anyway. Let's make our way to the hotel. After that, we can walk around and do some shopping. Nobody knows how to have fun around here. Yeah, next marker's on the way. There's a few markers on the way. So we can either try and do a quest straight away again, or do the sweep and hit the markers first. But doing the quest first is always what I want to do, but that will take us probably into every marker that we see. We'll just mix it up a bit. It'll be fine. Festivals are a great opportunity to rake in some dough, of course, but they're also just fun to be around, you know? You get to take in all that energy right there with your customers. It's a good time. Nothing else like it, I tell you. Hell, sometimes I take part in them just for that alone. It ain't always about business with me.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
I do need to eat my wild kebabs.
Whoops.
Oh. We're not even allowed down to that quest yet. Fair dues. Wonder what alleyways we're not allowed to go down.
Not this way.
Ooh. We're not allowed to talk to many people. Give it a rest, Hardy. I'm done being cooped up. I want to see what else is out there. I need to. I can't stay stuck in Tharbad forever. You want this card Dad gave me to rust? Damn, whoever this guy's dad is must have cashed a berm. It's a fancy high-end urban sports car. That's only the start of it. The suspension underneath that beast is land carrier class, and the intake's been modded to handle frickin' sandstorms. Those aren't exactly off-the-shelf upgrades. Can only imagine how much mirror's been stuffed into this thing to trick it out like this. Master, I'm afraid that this is out of the question. Your father has ordered me not to let you out of the city until you've completed your studies. Forgive me, sir. And so what? There's nothing to stop the two of us from going out on a little joyride across the sand dunes, right? Those are technically still within city limits, so it's not like we'll be breaking any rules if we take a little trip out there. Please, young master, you must be reasonable. Sandsea is simply much too dangerous to go gambling about in, I'm afraid. Young Master Isan comes from the largest trading house in all of Tharbad. Alas, he tragically lost his mother at a young age. He's since grown up lacking regard for others, let us say. As a result, his father has prohibited him from leaving the city until he learns to embrace proper decorum. Unfortunately, the young master does not grasp that such limits are in place for his own good, to ensure he lives comfortably. If my dad's so keen on keeping me in town, then why do you give me such a sweet car, huh? Or a ride this nice, it's just begging to be customized to Gehenna and back and then taken out to satisfy the need for speed. Let's think. If Yoko saw all this. Tharbad's police force has never had to deal with an event at this scale before. Everyone on edge as a result. I wish my fellow officers could ease up a little, but I do understand. We have help from other precincts, but at the end of the day, it's on us local police to do our best to keep the city safe. Okay, whoops. I can't go up there. No. Can I go in the shop? I can.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
Looking to tune up your orbits? Well, you've come to the right place. I know just how hard it can be to keep your gear in tip-top shape with all the sand, so why not leave it to a professional? I saw mountains of tired old oil machinery back when I ran a workshop in the cultural district years and years ago. Now that I get to deal in the latest and greatest tech, I feel like all that toiling away has finally paid off. It's great. Games the story now sweep later? Haha, hybrid sweep story. That's what we're going for.
Hey, welcome.
Should you have any more drivers? I think there's new stuff here, like Umbra Cracker. Cataract Wave. Player Squall. There's definitely new stuff here. Not stuff we want at the moment because we just don't have Sepith for slots, do we? Not until we get a big
Thanks,
bundle
pal.
of fire again. Fire's the lacking thing. Greetings! If you're looking for traditional equipment, Tharbad style, you've come to the right place. For decades, connoisseurs have been captivated by the decorations and sleek designs that Central Eastern Gear has to offer. In particular, we've had a lot of discerning customers from the West pay us visits in recent times. It's all the more reason to put my experience working in an Elsa museum to use and choose only the finest items to put on display.
What can I do for you?
You weaponry? You weaponry. Not necessarily new stuff there. But yeah, here comes the big cost time. I've got 24k. So I can cover the cost here. And isn't an issue. And I can strengthen them too, of course. So we've got the best of the best of physical power now. Got another 400 mirror here, so I'm at 13k now.
See you again.
This is Souvenir Store Shadid. Welcome to my pride and joy. This outlet is the perfect place to see the prosperity of Tharbad firsthand. They call this place the City of Chances, and that's never been more true than it is right now with this boom we're seeing. Really, that sense of opportunity was there when I was still just a humble trader, and it's why I set up shop here in the first place. You can't call yourself a merchant if you're afraid of a challenge, and just look at me now. I'm doing great.
Well,
Why are you doubtful? These orbital hookers seem to be the latest fad. I had someone come in and try to sell me on them. There are other shops stocking them around here, but I'm not one to turn down a chance to make money, so I said sign me up. After all, what good is a wave if you don't ride it? I'm more than happy to join the club if it means more mirror for me.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
It's interesting, the differences in the hookers. Oh, I'm glad I scrolled down because I'd have missed this. Camel figurines here. I have a feeling this rose bottle is something I need to buy too. There goes the extra mirror I just got. Camel
We
figurine.
await your next visit.
what's next?
Who's that for? It's for Yums.
Thank you, Van.
Thank you, Van. No problem, Yums. This stuff's amazing. Check it out, Laurel. We don't have anything like this back home, not even in the fancy department stores. These rare Central Eastern items are pretty pricey, but something tells me if I don't buy something now, I'll regret it. Oh, hey, look, there's sale portable hookers too.
Well,
Shayla, we're not here to go on a shopping spree. We came to enjoy the film festival and try to rub elbows with celebrities, remember? Don't get me wrong, it's okay to let ourselves get a little distracted, but let's try to make our way toward Vegas Films later tonight, okay? Although I've got to admit, I am a little intrigued by that orbital hooker. Greetings! If you have any general questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. The owner here does sales too, so it falls on me as secretary to handle customer reception and offer guidance. In addition to featuring Central Eastern merchandise handpicked by the owner, we offer specialized services by dedicated experts. If you're looking for imported goods specifically, our owner will handle that directly. Doubt. What is this young girl doubting me for? The master of the ums? That's
There's
our
the
board.
plaza. It's right in front of the station.
You sure dumped a shit ton of mirror into this joint.
Not much.
This place houses a fancy hotel and Vegas Films. It's easy to forget we're right in the middle of a desert.
Are you drunk? Yes.
Okay,
I'd have to say yes. I'm being sent that way, and that's also a red marker, so maybe I can avoid that and go this way first. Man, kinda gotta take a little break and peace around here. The heat out here gets tiring when you aren't used to it. All I did was smoke a bit of hookah on the job and got written up for it. Bit harsh for such a minor offense, don't you think? I heard there are these new pocket-sized orbital hookahs you can buy, though. I'm pretty interested. I hear they have a pretty refreshing flavor. Maybe I won't get caught with something like that. Are they literally talking about vaping? I've always looked forward to the film festival in Mezzaldam. I thought once it got cancelled, that'd be it for film this year. I never expected anyone to put on another event in a place like this. Such a different feeling city. I'm not sure as what it takes to pull off a proper film festival. Come on, Mum, give it a chance. Movies are getting popular in the Central East. I'm sure they understand what makes them so special. Besides, Mr. Gotti himself has been putting it all together. It's got to count for something. Maybe. I hope you're right. I'm still keeping my expectations in check. Just hope he keeps his tastes in check. I recognize that hotel from a movie. Perhaps if I get some location hunting in too, this could be a fun trip after all. Aline, sweetheart, do you have any suggestions for places we should visit? That man in the background is sweating his ass off by the look of it. I'm really attached to the Mezzaldam Film Festival, so I can't help but be worried about its future after everything that's happened. But my daughter seems optimistic. Perhaps I'll try to think of this as more of a sightseeing trip and just try to enjoy myself. Plus, I've heard about those hookahs they have here. I think I might just take the opportunity to partake. Between you and me, I'm honestly shocked my mum came to check out the film festival. She's a little old-fashioned in some ways, not to mention a terrible sense of direction. Not the best combo for traveling. But I wanted to have a good time, so I'm going to do what I can to help her out.
Right.
Nate. It's like, Nate's girlfriend, do you not have a name? Oh great, it's the Spriggan and his lackeys. What are you people doing out here of all places? What's going on, baby? Do you know these people? Relax, we're just out here on business. Sometimes a job takes us out of Edith. We aren't glued to the capital, you know. More curious what you're doing all the way out here, detective. Be out of your jurisdiction, ain't it? Guess our big city detective here's got some time to kill if he's able to take his lady friend down to the film festival. Shut it. I'm off duty right now, so what's the matter to you? Besides, she wants to see the film festival too, you know? Just don't go causing me any headaches, alright? Last thing I need is you all getting in the way of my vacation. Wouldn't it be easy to just pretend we're not here and go on with your date? You need to learn to chill out sometimes, pal. At first I thought it was a bit early for us to be taking any trips, but the film festival's as good a reason to go as any. Might as well have some fun now that I'm here either way. You don't know how long it took me to get her to finally agree to this trip. I won't let you or anyone else ruin this for me. I talked to you when you did it. It's so hot. How is it October and it's still feeling like this? Next time I engage in talks to do business with a Central Eastern firm, I'm going to ask for winter meetings. Anyway, is there going to be some sort of festival here? People seem to be awfully excited about whatever's brewing in town. I think you should go in where the AC is. I think you need it. Only a few more people to speak to on the way up. This is Vegas Film. I'm so tired I'm already occupied enough just to helping out with preparations. So of course Mr. Gotti had to come in and bark one of his elaborate orders at the last minute, which, you know, that's great, just swell. Worse still, I've got President Dillon breathing down my neck, trying to rush everything. And now they want me to take care of pictures on top of that. That's not even kind of part of my job officially. Welp. Ah, this is a surprise, both Gotti and President Dillon being nowhere to be found. That's unfortunate. As something of a friendly rival of his, I was hoping to say hello to Gotti and wish him luck. Oh well, I'm sure we'll cross paths at the festival one way or another, even if I have no intention of losing this year. Haha. Is that who I think it is? Yep, director Leslie Lam from Kowloon Pictures. I'll have a guest list the festival's got if he's here. The event's got the Lion d'Or award for directors, that's why. Just about every director worth their salt will be attending for that. What does Lion mean? It's like Ballon d'Or, isn't it? Though given the film festival is all about entertainment, people are betting either Gotti or Lamb there will end up taking it home. Well, it'd be rude of me to wait around forever. I'll give him a little more time, and if he still doesn't show, I'll head back to my room. Considering he's producing the whole festival, I can imagine he's incredibly busy right now. Perhaps I'll save our exchange for this award ceremony. That may well be the best time for us to sit down and talk. Oh, hello. Is there anything I can help you with? I won't lie, I've got my hands full with people coming and going for the film festival, but it's all still really fun too. As a movie buff, I get a real kick out of seeing all the actors and producers from other companies who come to visit.
Well,
Lindor chocolate is what you got out of that. Okay. I was about to say, don't mind me backdoor areas, but I'm breaking in. They're all mirror acting rooms by the look of it.
that's true.
That's true. Thank you for confirming, man. Thank you, thank you. What are you selling, buddy? Popcorn? Hi there, you all enjoying Tharbad so far? You know, if there's one thing both a good festival and a good movie need, it's music. Music and singing. They're just empty without them. I'm just a 2-bit musician myself, but you can bet I'll be adding to the chorus in my own way over here.
Look around all you like.
We sell a blazing hot frank and mixed popcorn. Popcorn that mixes the flavors of salt, caramel, and butter. Not sure about that.
Peace out.
I can imagine butter salt. I can imagine salt caramel. I can imagine... I can't imagine butter caramel, I guess. I think that's where the combinations fail in my head. Wow, check it out, Survey. It's the Al-Jumeirah Hotel. I know we don't have any business there, but wow, it sure would make some amazing shots if we got to film it. Nice and all, Nino, but are you telling me you didn't notice the famous director who literally just walked right past us? You know that guy with the glasses? That had to have been Leslie Lamb, the director. I just know it. Holy crap, good eye. I didn't realize that at all. Did you happen to see where he was headed? It looked like he was walking over to Vegas Films. Wait, that's where we're supposed to be going. No, you're totally right. I got so caught up sightseeing, I forgot why we were even here. I'm glad you said something, or else I wouldn't have remembered to drop off our film there. I brought a memory quartz containing an independent film I made with my friend, as well as a movie report. When you think successful vibrant studio, these days the first thing that comes to mind is Vegas Films, right? So I figured who better to ask to evaluate our work as amateur filmmakers than them. Hopefully they'll give us a fair shake. Butter caramel is basically Werther's sweets. You mean like Werther's original? Yeah, I get ya. There are so many celebrities out there and about here. It's easy to get distracted when you see one. I guess the film festival is almost here. We've been so focused on dropping off our movie with Vegas Films that I guess we forgot. And then we forgot when we saw Mr. Lamb. Now I feel like we're all kinds of turning around. Sheesh.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Well, because we've done part of the sweep up this way, and we haven't gotten into any bad trouble yet, I feel like saving before we go a little bit further up would be a good idea. And did I check out this shop?
Don't
No.
be shy.
Hey folks, need something cold to cope with the heat? I've got traditional local drinks to quench that thirst, or if you're looking for something modern, I've got plenty of trendy drinks too. Honestly, between you and me, I'm more into the latter, and I say that despite being born and raised here. But that's the way it goes these days. There are plenty of Central Eastern girls like that.
What'll it be for today?
Orange and mint ice cream. Orange and mint? And milk gelato.
Thanks a bunch.
It's like I'm like... I must have had that combination before.
So, this is the famous Al-Jumeirah.
It still makes me go, Well, we finally made it to the hotel that's getting us off from checking out that quest, so... let's have a look around, eh? People within it. Lots of people. The Al-Jumeirah Hotel. Just looking at it is breathtaking. Tell me about it. Last time I was here, I only got to check out the observation deck. This place screams celebrities and millionaires. Wouldn't mind staying here once just to see what it's like. Not on our budget, a night here can easily cost more than the office rent if we ain't careful. I bet. Is it seriously that much? It's definitely a place for those who have more money than they know what to do with. Welcome to the Al-Jumeirah Hotel. I take it you're Van Arkride and his companions. We've been expecting you. Our guest is waiting for you. Please follow me. Okay, lead the way. That was an unusual greeting. Thanks. Glad you're already filled in. Yeah, just ignore it and move on. Wait. Van and the others were taken to a guest room located in the hotel's upper echelons. There was still a red marker outside, right?
Hey everyone! Thanks for taking the time to come all the way out here. You must be exhausted after such a long drive.
Nah, it's good to go on a road trip every once in a while. Your trip must have been pretty tiring here too. Did you take an airship from Edith to get here?
Mm-hmm. I only got here just a bit ago. And I don't believe we've met yet, have we?
No, we haven't. It's nice to meet you. I'm Agnès Claudel. I work as Van's part-time assistant. It's a real honor to meet you, Nina. I loved Along the Sea Breeze.
Really? I'm flattered. That was my very first film, you know.
Oh, I remember that one. Kind of plain, but the camera work was stellar. Real emotive stuff. In a way, the fact that you never overpowered any scene you were in made you stand out even more. I liked it.
Oh my, I never would have guessed you'd seen it too, Van.
Neither would I. Do you watch a lot of romantic movies, Van? Sure, I watch just about any kind of movie. There are romance movies? I wonder if you need to be older to watch them. You're just full of surprises, huh? First I hear you've got a sweet tooth, now this. Guess you're not as tough as you look. Ah, shut up. A guy can be tough and like whatever he wants.
Hey, Nina! I'm coming in. Heard some chatter in there. I'm guessing they're all here? I still don't understand what in the world you...
Hi, Judith. Perfect timing.
Well, this is a surprise. What the... Is that the Judith Lanster in the flesh?
You all are...
We're with Arkride Solutions, ma'am. I'm Van Arkride, head honcho. You must be the other client Nina mentioned. Pleasure doing business with you. That was a really amazing lunch. Thank you. First class joint like this, you definitely get what you pay for. I'm pretty new to all of this, but it sure was tasty, whatever it was. So rich and a great sweet aftertaste. The camel's milk in this is better than I could have imagined. And the flavor from that fresh cacao. It's a damn tragedy you can only get the stuff locally. You really are in a dessert oasis, yet. How better than that? An actual Shangri-La. Give it a rest already, will ya? Don't mind him. You'll get used to it soon enough. I'm glad you like the cake so much. Judith and I are both big fans of it too. Actually, speaking of which, what's wrong, Judith? You've been so quiet. You haven't eaten very much at all either. You're not coming down with something, are you? What? No, I'm fine. Couldn't be better, in fact. Never mind me. Now that lunch is over, let's get to the topic at hand. Nina has more or less filled me in on what's going on. I know of your work, or what you do as a Spriggan to be more precise. Word's gone around about you. But should we really be paying out of our pockets to ask you people to handle such an assignment? Judith, are we really going to have this conversation again? Look, I'm not saying I doubt your intuition, but we have to consider our positions as celebrities. That dingo Brad, was it? He seems trustworthy enough as a reporter, I'll grant that. But if things go south, the scandal could be awful. Sure, but that's a big time start for you. Keeping up appearances is priority number one. I mean, I get it. Like, it can't exactly be the easiest thing, calling in a favor to people who live and work in society's underbelly. But if I had to guess, there's probably a reason you'd rather not get the Bracer Guild involved either, yeah? Guess I hit the nail on the head. Sure looks like it. To be clear, there's nothing shady or scandalous going on with us specifically. Oh, is there? It's just the entertainment world is a small one. We can't rule out the chance that this is harassment from someone in the industry. But if we turn to the police or the guild, it's bound to go public, so... I understand. If it isn't a serious crime, you would rather settle things privately. Is that it? Yeah, that's it exactly. Like 80 or someone here understands. I think we all got the idea. What isn't adding up is why we are such a big problem health-wise. The way you keep going on, if anybody's suspicious here, it's you. Now we're getting somewhere. Aaron knows how to cut through things in his own way. Well, nobody said anything about you bringing any girls along. You wouldn't know, but last time I saw you, you were putting them in serious danger by... Wait, I'm confused. Do you know these people? No, we don't. Could she be talking about the film screening? Not really. I just happened to see them at a showing, that's all. Alright, fine. It certainly seems like you guys know how to handle yourselves in a rough situation. But how good are you at tracking down culprits and uncovering things quietly? I mean, if we had to say... You know, before we got here, we took a bit of a stroll around town. There was something that struck me as odd. Odd? Like what? Let me ask you guys something. Now that we've walked around a little, did you notice anything that's changed or anything that stuck out? If I didn't know better, I'd say you're off your rocker, but in this case... Yeah, now that you mention it, Tharbad feels a lot more rambunctious than when I was here last time. If I had to put it into words, what felt off it would be... Well, it's not the desert environment, or the desert environment. The number of tourists shouldn't be off, because the whole point of a film festival is to bring in tourists. So I'm assuming it's the hustle and bustle of what's going on and certain facets of tourists being like we saw with dancers and that. So I'm imagining it's the amount of commotion on the basis of the fact that, of course, you got massive amounts of people coming into places where everyone has a traditional home just for this little thing. And that's not weird because that's exactly what this would bring. So you can get that out and you can get that out. So it would have to be that just on elimination alone. You're talking about all the commotion around here, aren't you? There's a big film festival starting soon, it's true, but people seem to be getting a little carried away, even beyond that, with the dancers. Really? What do you mean exactly? Think about it like this. They're still getting everything ready, right? It's not even time for the main event. What was the first thing we saw when we got here this morning? That this place is as busy as Lamport, at happy hour. Not to mention the guys who try to start something with those sisters. It definitely feels like there's something in the air, like people are more prone to getting into fights. I think so too, even if I don't understand why. It's possible it's related to this assignment somehow though. That's interesting. That's just the tip of the iceberg though. Something about this town stinks real bad. And not to toot our own horn, but we're just as good at sniffing around as braces, if not better. Well, you heard him, Judith. He sounds confident. What do you say? Fine, alright. I can't really keep griping when these people have clearly done their homework. I'm still not getting my hopes up too high, mind you, but I'll join Nina in making this a formal request from the two of us. Show me you people are more than just talk and deliver us results. And I want the girls to stay safe out there, you hear me? I'm not just talking about avoiding fights. The entertainment district here isn't exactly safe or a good influence in general. You two guys I don't care about. Go nuts if you want. Wow, I can really feel the love. Wait, hold on. What's so bad about this entertainment district? Let's not worry about that, Ferry. Anyway, we'll be careful, Judith, I promise.
Oh, I see you're all having a party in here. Hey there, Judith. And glad to see you're doing great, Nina, baby.
Huh? Wait, isn't that Mr. Gotti? What are you doing? Can't just barge in on people.
I heard you girls were in town. I could not come over and say hello now, could I? We're all friends here. There's no need to be all formal.
Oh, who might you two ladies be? You both look a little young, but with a bit of polish, I'm sure you would shine bright. Tell you what, why don't you take part in my carnal cavalcade? Get a taste for the limelight. Pardon me? What's a cavalcade? It's the carnal bit you need to worry about as well. Oh, this guy's a piece of work. Oh, and you look like someone who'd take to the silver screen. We've already got plenty of guys in the parade as it is, but it can never have enough feminine charm. What can I do to convince you to get out there and cross-dress as a lady, huh? Now you've done it. I'll have you know I can play a woman just fine. That said, I think I know who you are now. There's no doubt. We're looking at director Salvatore Gotti himself. Whoa, you mean the guy who made Golden Blood? And he's involved with the film festival at every level, as I understand. Darn tootin'. Can't say I'm shocked you kids recognize me. You are here for my film festival after all. I had the pleasure of seeing Golden Blood for what it's worth. The cinematography when things hit a fever pitch still didn't get in the way of how clever it all was. It's an amazing sequence. Not to mention the way the protagonist makes the audience feel right at the climax. Themes of freedom from oppression and a celebration of life at the same time, both coming through without clashing. It was great. Well, I'll be damned. Son, I don't know who you are, but I see a bright future for you too. You're right on the money. Not one of my main characters, Zoe, to free the humanity and the Eros trapped inside audiences. Enough already, you two. Sheesh. Mr. Gotti, I think that's enough for now. If you're so discerning, then you'll have no trouble appreciating my carnal cavalcade. I can't go into details, but what I can say is that it'll bring together lots of models, dancers, and actresses, including our Judith and Nina. It's gonna make for one killer opening act for the film festival, I tell you. Even if it'll also be garnished with some guys too. So that's what he's putting on. Sounds pretty fun if you ask me. Yeah, it's gonna be all kinds of fun if you catch my drift. So basically you're gonna build off your work in Golden Blood and break new ground again, right? Ah, you've got it. You really get what I'm going for here. Tell me, boy, what do they call you? Van Arkride. Nobody special, just a gopher from the capital. Here, let me give you my business card. Well, it's good to see they're so excited. These two are ridiculous. Can't President Dillon keep a tight leash on Salvatore?
Believe me, life would be so much easier if I could. Anyway, who are these people? I think one of them said he was a gopher. Better than a news reporter, I suppose.
Oh, don't mind them. They're here on personal business for us. Yes, they're just helping out with a bit of a private matter. Alright, I'll leave you to it. More importantly, Judith, Nina, I know you two just got here, but could you come upstairs? There's someone I'd like to introduce you to. Who is it? Wait, you don't mean... Come on, I need you two in the lounge on the top floor. It'll be rude to keep them waiting. We'll be taking our leave now. You too, Gotti. Hey, hold on, Gaspar. I'm not done talking to these kids. We still need to negotiate their appearance in the... Don't make me repeat myself. Time is money, yeah? We really must be going. Right now. Hey, wait, you kids. I promise I'll be in touch. My people, your people, do lunch, alright? Phew, that guy was like a tornado. Some luck we have running into both Gotti and President Dillon of Vegas Films himself. Mr. Dillon sure seemed to have trouble keeping Mr. Gotti under control. What is proof that you can't work in show business unless you have, well, a few screws loose. But to be fair, that is part of the reason his films are so powerful. But just to be clear, not everyone working in this industry is as out there as him, I swear. Yeah, maybe about 30% have their heads on straight. Maybe. Anyway, it looks like business calls. We better be on our way too. You're free to decide the best course of action while you're in town. Just make sure to report to us directly both tonight and tomorrow night, alright? Other than that, we won't tell you what to do. Make sure to have some fun at the film festival itself too, if you can. Oh, you bet. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Wish us luck, ladies. We'll see what we can dig up. We won't come back empty-handed. Sounds good to me. See you tonight. Oh, I just remembered. Hey, Agnès. Alright, say you two, before you go, could we ask for a little favor? Earn 2 SP, supposedly. Should be 2 autographs. Hey, thinks Shahina will like these. Absolutely. We'll have to figure out a good time to give them to her. It's 1 PM now. At this point, there've got to be even more people milling around. Let's do another tour around the city, especially the entertainment district. Might spot something we didn't see before. Alright, if that's the price to pay to keep a couple actresses company. Must be pretty rare to go after having that fancy cake, huh? That's part of it, but I also feel like I can start putting you guys to work in earnest. Somewhat, at least. This next phase ought to make for good real-world training. I've taught you 3 how a Spriggan operates, how they think. Now it's your turn to go out there and work like one. Right. Roger. Sounds good to me. Just don't get too full of yourself with that kind of talk, man. Now we're about to find out if I did actually miss it. I don't think I did. And the sweep is the same. Phew.